YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and just like I bungled Blade Master's video without the commentary and had it uploaded, I did so with this too, and in the end of the Blade Master video I said that I wasn't going to do another one tonight, but you all owe me. I like you, and I like making videos for you. And I don't like screwing up my uploads, so I'm taking the time to stop this even though I got to go into work early tomorrow, so like I said, you're welcome. But at the same time, I'm happy to do it. Really, I am. But you know, I don't like getting my uploads all out of whack either. So it looks like, yeah, this is not exactly where I left off last time. Let me explain a few things. I have the save file, and I could have gone back and replayed the exact same episode, but I just got done playing it. I really don't feel like doing that. And what did you all miss? Well, it was all campaign map except for a battle that I fought right here at Moseberg. Well, no, we haven't seen you fight a battle because the last episode didn't have one. It wasn't a very big one. I fought it because, again, in that last episode, I wasn't going to end up fighting a big battle. The Avars have turned out to be a complete crap. They haven't sent a single army towards me. This is the most resistance they will have showed so far. So they've been crap. The Emirate of Cordoba has not counterattacked me, and I took Cartagena from them, and I'm moving on to take more province. So really, it was me raffle stomping a few provinces. Now, a couple of key things happened, though, since then, because you'll notice my income's a little higher, and I want to explain what I did for people who are paying attention. One of my viewers in the comments, because I've been trying really hard to read and respond to all the comments, mentioned that I need to build some buildings that drop corruption, and they were absolutely right. I came out into my provinces and looked, and like here at Sardinia, you can see the corruption's pretty bad, and this is after I've actually completed this building, and the corruption's getting worse, because the larger my Imperium gets, the more of a corruption penalty that gets applied to your faction. So see, it's increasing my upkeep cost, and it's going to continue to go up, and also you're going to suffer bigger penalties due to corruption, which is honestly not my favorite thing, but it is what it is. The nice thing is as opposed to the vanilla game, they have given you a string of buildings that can help drop that down. So I had to switch from the church main buildings in these provinces to the palace one, and then you can start building this gallery, and as you upgrade it, it helps reduce corruption in the province where it's at and in the province next to it. I don't know how much of it stacks, but let's take a look here real quick. Yeah, it is definitely helping to keep corruption in check just a little bit. It was higher than this earlier. So, and I don't know if it actually shows the impact in that little number that these buildings do, because my income was all the way down to like 2,800, and now it's bounced back up to 51. I built this in most of my provinces. I haven't put it in some of them. Yeah, I haven't put it in some of them. Just because I didn't change every single one. Anyway, that's what happened since last time. One other change, and I will show it to you on the battle map. Another viewer suggested, quite threateningly, that I go out and get the Byzantine reskin mod, which was made by a guy called Snorri, and I'll have a link in the description if you want to go check it out for yourself. And it does look really good, and it basically it just reskins all the units for the theme of Sicily. And he also made one for the Kingdom of Charlemagne that I think I might throw on here too for when we go fight them. Very nice looking skins. It's purely cosmetic, and it works with my save game and everything here, so if you all want to check it out, go ahead. And he also has his own version of the Theme of Sicily campaign mod. Now remember, the one I'm using though came from Moon Hoplite, I think, and I have a link to it back in the first campaign video if you want to check out the one I'm using. Anyway, let's keep things rolling. We've just been bashing our way through the Avars. I'm going to put this... I had to use this guy to kill an Avar agent. And then this guy, actually, I put him in the wrong army. I want him to go over to that one. He's the less experienced one. I'm going to put that one back, this guy back in the army with my faction leader. We'll take care of it on the next turn. There's nothing else for me to do on this turn other than divvy out this little skill that we still have here. Probably just give him some authority. Is there anything? He's a governor. Nothing good for a governor. What was that last one? +2 experience for recruits. I mean, why not? And then if I give him this one too, that might be interesting. Alright, let's end the turn. My army has reached an basically unguarded Cordoba settlement here, so we'll just auto-resolve that one. Take it. This is their capital province. It's not their capital settlement, but it is in their capital province, so we are hitting the Emer de Cordoba right in their heart, basically. And I have a priest in that stack too who should be able to help spread our religion and everything faster. Oh, look at this! The Avars actually show up with an army. Let's see what they brought. Horse masters, interesting. Levy archers, not so worrisome. Spearmen, not tribesmen. So this Avar army is going to actually be quite out-missiled by my heavy crossbowmen, though some of my heavy spearmen are still a little bit beat up from the fight that I was in, so this ought to be interesting. My swords can definitely take their spears and melee, and my crossbows can certainly take their skirmishers, and I have 2 onagers to their 1, so I feel pretty confident about this. And I have some meat shield units there that we can use to absorb onager fire and stuff. So let's just see how this goes. I'm probably going to be focusing in my onager on their... Ooh, and I get the defensive position too. Oh yeah, these guys are screwed. The only thing is like my spears are really the best ones to put in spear wall to defend entrances because they have the best block chance and armor. My Uvenas actually have really poor armor and block chance and are not really well suited to a defensive type battle. So that is going to be the challenge. Last time I tried crossbows on the wall, it did not work that well. Let's see how it goes. I am going to put these spearmen in the breach. And I will put some Uvenes behind them. Well, actually, it's not like it's hard to replace Scutatoi anymore, because I can recruit them as easy as I could Levy spearmen. So I was worried in the past about losing these guys, but at this point it's not going to matter. So I'm just going to actually plug up this gap here with Scutatoi. And that ought to be pretty hard for the Avars to break through, and we'll hold these lower armor units in reserve, just in case the Avars break through my main group. These guys can just kind of all sit back here. And my cavalry, we're going to keep our cavalry ready to go out and hide, basically. And get around behind the Avar horde. Oh, the Avars are coming from this way. I guess I could actually pay attention to where the AI is actually deploying. Oh, air. What is wrong with you?
Defensive positions.
No one will ever know.
Hold. Ready.
There we go. Still, that's going to be the main way for them to get in. They could try and break through over here, and if they do, then I'll keep an eye out. I'm going to go into shield wall with these guys. It'll help them a little. And I'll put these units out in front of them so that if the AI uses fire at will, they shoot them first. And then in terms of artillery, there we go.
As you command.
Alright, my general would probably be safer out with my cavalry. So let's do that. Start battle, you guys immediately come hide. Okay, my onagers actually have a range on their onager. I need to open fire on them, because they could destroy my walls. Let's see how much...
The enemy is attacking the barricade.
Wow, their onager accidentally hit my barricade. This fort wall is indestructible, though. That's pretty good. Though my crossbows are taking some shots, I'd rather they not. I gave my onagers an attack order on their onager, and I'm not sure that I approve of that anymore. In fact, I'm going to change. Because I don't think their onager is going to do much damage. It'll kill some of my crossbows, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's switch to flaming shot. Crossbows are going to do some serious damage to the Avars here. And my onager have opened fire on this blob out here, and that is going to be brutally effective into that blob. And my crossbows are now raining flaming death all over the Avar Lancers. So this is not going to be any kind of fight that the Avars want to really be in. Oh wow, I left my NAF throwers out here. Run home, boys. Let's bring my cavalry over, see if we can save my Naft. They got units coming behind them and everything. They're gonna have to run for their life. Oh, my Ballistari are just ripping apart the Avar forces. Their arrows are gonna not have the biggest effect on me from way out there. And my Onager are getting a lot of kills. These Naft throwers are gonna be in trouble here. I don't know if I can get a throw off on those cavalry if they come after me. Run, Naft, run! This is dangerous to me too because there's a lot of horse archers.
Power is nothing but ash now.
Where's my light cavalry in this mix? I got heavy Tagmata. This is actually going to be kind of a bad engagement for me. I shouldn't have done this. Tagmata, I think this is my light cavalry. If I can catch those Avar horse archers with my light cavalry, which, oh, I might do it. I got them. Let's knock out these Avar lancers real quick. This was just good fortune right there. So my general's caught them, and he has brace too. I'm gonna pop brace on him. And my Naft throwers are gonna make it back alive, and the Avar infantry is trying to break the barricades. So I'm gonna move my swords. We got a little bit of a fire going on in the town center, but it's not the end of the world. Crossbows have done significant damage to the enemy. Avar lancers getting destroyed here. But now their horse archers are going to be hard to catch. So we need to pull their horse archers back up towards... This is going to be where it gets bad for me because their horse archers are going to do an absorbent amount of damage to my men. And potentially kill my general if I'm really unlucky. Let's get my Naft throwers up here. My Juvenes are engaged, and I did not have them in shield wall first. And the enemy is actually getting quite a bit of fire up here. My Juvenes. My crossbows, though, definitely unleashing a lot of damage. I'm going to bring the Ballistari over here. My Juvenes should beat these guys. I mean, they're just spears. My guys are not well armored and don't have the best defense, but against a spear they should be okay. And then just the consistent rain of crossbow death ought to add up. Let's take these Naft throwers, and I'm going to try something cheeky here. You better run, cavalry. It's no time to be joking. Yeah, I'm going to bring these Ballistari over there and let them fire at will. I'm going to try and throw some Naft from the side into their infantry blob. Okay, managed to get my guys away alive, which is good because there's a whole nother army of Avars out here. This can end up being a little bit tighter battle than I wanted, but that's good news. Avar archers are taking their toll on my shielded crossbowmen too, but it shouldn't be enough to actually succeed. Right here, I'm going to pop some Naft out here onto this little group and see if we can try and insta-route all these spears. There we go. Slap. That should do the trick. Oh yeah. Got a few of our own men there, but that should cause a pretty bad chain route. Their spearmen held strong, even with the death of their general, which I find a little bit questionable. I'm going to put one more Naft toss down on him. There we go. I don't want to damage my own guys that badly, but I want their guys to rout. And my general is now under a lot of archer fire. This is good. Not really, I'm being sarcastic. There's archers actually all over me from both sides of the map, which means that my horsemen are going to be under some terrible fire. We need to get down here and wipe out all these archers. I'm going to charge through here with my cavalry and try and finish off these spearmen real quick, and so I can get through to all these enemy archers out here. Come on, how are these spearmen still in the fight? This is a joke. Attacked in the rear, attacked by swords. They're just standard spearmen. Not real pleased with how long they're holding it. I mean, really? Come on! Now if I retreat with my cavalry, I'm going to get jacked up something fierce. But my cavalry are now blobbed up and the Avar archers are just raining crap all over me. Look at this, their spearmen just will not be good and die. I'm attacking their spearmen with all the swords that I can, but at the same time, like, they're probably going to get some kills. This is not good. This has all of a sudden gotten to a point where I'm not a big fan of it. There is an Avar guard here. Another Avar guard there. It looks like both Avar generals dead, potentially. I need my cavalry to break out of here quick. I need this Avar guard gone, because I need to get down here, away from those other Avar archers that are about to open fire on me. It's time to run. There's a huge blob of Avar archers about to open fire on me. I gotta get my cavalry out of here. I'm gonna put my NAF throwers over here on fire at will and see if we can hit this blob. Hopefully before their archers finish it off. Okay, all their archers over here wanting to rout. It's good news. I'm kind of getting lucky here, folks. This almost soured on me. It's good. I'm glad we got a fight out of the Avars. Would have been disappointing if we hadn't. Let's see if these NAF throwers can hit anybody from up there. Give it to him. This blob right here. No, 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 no. Here. Come on, cavalry. There's some terrible pathfinding. Yep, look, the NAF throwers did it. The army losses and everything else, and then combine that with some shock effect from the NAFs blowing up amongst them, and we managed to chase the Avars out of here. Awesome. Good news. Good news indeed. Like I said, a bit tougher battle than I had hoped for there, but it was a good one. And then you all got a battle after a long wait. My crossbows really racked up some serious kills. I didn't think they were doing that much, but there must have been way more Avars over there than I had originally imagined. I'm going to, as much as it pains me to take these guys' chevrons, I'm going to take on warriors so that I can recoup a ton of my losses and send the Avars packing with, you know, terrible losses. That was an interesting counterattack. It was not enough for them to succeed. Glad to see the AI actually giving me a challenge there. The Avars did sue me for peace in the last episode. They're going to be feeling some serious war weariness there. We killed 2 of their generals in battle as well. This priest is now ranked up. I'm going to make him spread religion faster because we have to overcome the Tingriism in this province. But it looks like it's already Christianity since it belonged to the Duchy of Croatia, apparently. We can now take out the Avars here at Kaposvar, or however you see. I can't begin to pronounce that. I can't even pronounce it right. There we go. So we're gonna push into the heart of Avar territory here and start hurting them badly. Those unarmored swordsmen I was using there, man, that was risky business. I need to upgrade those guys because they just don't have the armor.
Europe was broken, led astray by false prophets, and torn apart by the petty whims of its myriad kings. The people were trapped under the yoke of war, injustice, and ignorance. But you deposed these tyrants. With the might of your arms, you tore down their thrones and elevated true religion, justice, and peace in their place. Now, with one voice, your people hail you as the first of Europe's true kings.
What is this? This is some kind of cutscene? I didn't know to expect that. Oh, it's a short victory. Yeah, but we're not done with short victory yet. We've still got a long time left in this month, and we have to actually fight Charlemagne in an Age of Charlemagne campaign. So, very flattering of the game to say these things about me, but we're going to continue the campaign and go for the long victory. So, yes. We will definitely be going for the long victory. We are in this for the long haul. I'm going to actually embed that guy back in this army. I want this experienced assassin back. Or wait, that's an Avar assassin. So I did have the right assassin in that army. Well, poo. I had it all wrong.
That soul is away to the afterlife.
Opportune failure.
How can I serve you?
These guys might be able to convert him. No. And no, I just took him out of that stance, which kind of sucks. Can this guy do it? No. Neither one of them can do it. I'll have to put them back in their agent stance. Never mind. You come back. You come over here and destroy what's left of this Avar crap stack. I tell you what, though, man. Those Avars have some missiles. We just lost Yuvina's unit. Let's take on warriors once again. And we do need to do some replenishing. We can't recruit much here. We can't get the Yuvina's back, which kind of sucks. I'd rather have some swords here, but we just don't have a barracks in this province, but we can probably get a hold of one. We need to take the capital, which is there, and then the other province, which is there. This is a completely different province over here. Yeah, so that's this one here. So these are the two starting Avar provinces that we're up into now. Anyway, this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode because I am running a little bit shorter on time since I screwed up and I don't want to stay up too late. I do have to go to work in the morning, of course, so it would not be good for me to stay up all night playing Attila. If by not good, I mean not good at all. Let's go Market Town. Let's repair that. Convert that over to it. Well, I gotta repair it, then I can convert it to a church. Let's tear that down. And then my navy is in position to hit Almeria here, and we should be able to auto-resolve a SEPA victory there. That was kind of part of my strategy here, was to run the navy down the coast to hit Almeria and Cadiz, and then we'll just move on up to Lisbon for the same, while my army hits the inland targets. So we'll kind of use this nice navy that we built up quite a while back. Doesn't hurt to have a barracks. I don't like it being in this province, or in this settlement, but it is what it is. I'm going to repair it and keep it for now, just in case we end up needing to do some quick recruiting. And let's push this spy further into Cordoba territory. Here is the first decentish army that we're going to see from Cordoba, and it's not that good. And I don't see another one over here, so at this point, Cordoba is looking like they're in some pain, and the war weariness is going to really start to take a hold of them as they've started losing more and more battles to me. This army is just kind of sitting here for protection in case the Franks were to turn on me, but the good news is that also since the last episode, the Duchy of, however you pronounce that, and Bavaria both started trading with me. The Franks still do not wish to trade with me, but they did pay me 3,000 talents or whatever the heck it is in order to have a trade agreement with me, which is interesting. So they definitely ponied up some dough there, and because of that recent increase in our Imperium, it also increased the corruption to redonkulous levels, which means that we now need to focus all of our efforts on getting these buildings upgraded. So we're going to have to upgrade these, which are expensive, but we need to do that in every province and then upgrade that gallery as far as we can go. At this point we need this research too, so just stop whatever researching, start researching that, because we're not going to make any money until we get all those buildings built, because the stupid corruption is ridiculous. I don't understand, like, I get corruption. I think it's a bit extreme though. 59%, really? I mean, over half my money going to corruption. I mean, corruption's one thing, but like this, I mean, that's insane. Anyway, like I said, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I'll be back with more soon. And sorry for the mix-up tonight. That's why these are going to be coming up late. But I got them fixed, and you still got videos. So, like I said, don't say that I don't love YouTube. HeirofCarthage, signing out for now.